afternoon, students. Today, from the chapter Reflection of Light, we are going to study the images formed by a concave mirror.
Now students, let's see how the light rays get reflected through the spherical mirror. I have shown you the types of spherical mirror, concave and convex mirror. Now to study the reflection through concave and convex mirror, we must know the laws of reflection. You have studied the laws of reflection in your 8th class. Let's recall that. So, laws of reflection. Suppose this is a plane mirror, as you know, and suppose this is a normal. Suppose this is an incident ray. Which fall at the point O on the plane mirror. So after that it get reflected. So this is the reflected ray. Now according to the law, the angle of incident means angle I is equals to angle R. So angle I is equals to angle R, means angle of incident is equals to angle of reflection. So this is the main part of the laws of reflection. Another thing is incident ray and reflected ray both are opposite to the normal. And the third is incident ray, normal and reflected, all the three lies on a same plane. So this law you have studied in your lower class. Now the reflection on the concave and convex mirror follow the laws of reflection. Now let's see how the light gets reflected through the concave mirror. Suppose an incident ray which is parallel to principal axis fall at the point P. Now from here, this ray get reflected according to the law of reflection. What is the law of reflection? The angle of incident and angle of reflection are same. So, it is going to reflect following the law of reflection. This angle R, both the angles are equal, and this line is normal. This normal is actually the radius of curvature passing through the center. So in this way, the incident ray which is parallel to principal axis get reflected in this direction, in this way, through the concave mirror, and this point is known as focus or focal point, or we can say the point at which the reflected ray and the principal axis intersect. That point is known as a focus or focal. Now students, let's see how the incident ray which are parallel are going to reflect through the concave mirror. Suppose this is the first incident ray. We will take one more incident ray in this way which is parallel, and like this. So these are all parallel incident ray. Now after reflection, as I have explained you, they are going to follow the laws of reflection. So they are going to say reflect like this. This is the first ray. Similarly, second ray is also going to reflect in this way. The third ray is going to reflect like this, and the fourth ray is going to reflect like this. So these are all black colored rays are reflected rays. These rays after reflection get converged when it is a concave mirror. So after reflection through a concave mirror, the incident ray which are parallel get converge after the reflection, and they all get converge at one point, and that point is known as focus F. So from this diagram we can say that on a concave mirror, if the incident rays are parallel, then after reflection they get converge at one common point, and that is known as a focus or principal focus. Now, as I have explained you with the help of the ray diagram that how the incident ray get reflected through a concave mirror. So let's see the drawing of the reflected ray with the help of this diagram. Here you have to draw a curve to show a concave mirror like this. Here M and N is a concave mirror, and AQ is incident ray. Where is AQ? AQ, this is an incident ray. CQ is a radius of curvature or radius. C is the center of curvature. QB is the reflected ray. AQ is incident ray, QB is a reflected ray. And according to the law of reflection of light, angle AQC, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection, that is angle CQB. Here in the diagram, let's see angle CQB. So these two angles are equal according to the law of reflection. Now students, let's study some rules to construct the ray diagram of images formed by a concave mirror. So what is the first rule? The first rule is, if the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, then the reflected ray passes through the focus. That means, suppose this is a concave mirror, CP, this is a principal axis, and if incident ray, if this blue color incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, then it is going to reflect and passes through the focus. So this is the first rule. Now the second rule is, if the incident ray is passing through the focus, then the reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. What does it mean? Again, suppose this is a concave mirror. This black color line is a principal axis, and this incident ray is passing through the focus F. Then after reflection, it is parallel to the principal axis. Now the third rule is, if the incident ray passes through the center of curvature, the reflected ray traces the same path. Means what? In this diagram, CP is the principal axis. Incident ray, this blue line is an incident ray, fall on the mirror, and after reflection, it is going to trace the same path. Means in the same direction, the reflected ray is going to pass. So the direction of incident ray and the direction of reflected ray are opposite but along the same straight line and passing through the center.